one of the greatest wrestling DVDs to be shown to the world. Now, don't get me wrong. This was not just a simple match or two. These were matches that showcase the best of the best that this business of professional wrestling have to offer. I saw a DVD that showcased some of the true stars and some of the future stars of the world of professional wrestling, and that DVD is the DVD that I will be reviewing today. No matter how much you can't resist it, I am reviewing Ring of Honor, and you know what? It is a truly amazing DVD. So this is a review of this DVD right here. This DVD called Ring of Honor, Stars of Honor. And I just got finished watching this DVD. I've had this DVD for a minute, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. And I was finally able today to take the plastic off, pop it in, and watch some of that. And I'm going to say, this right here is a really good DVD if you are a Ring of Honor fan. And only thing I know about Ring of Honor is it was a company that was started around the time WCW went out of business, ECW went out of business, and it started around 2003 or 2004. I might be wrong, but who knows. You have some great matches on here. One of the first matches that kicks off the DVD is Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. And when I saw this match, I was like, wow. When I watched this match, I was watching the way CM Punk wrestled this match, and it lets me know how much WWE can take from a wrestler's movesets and how they can limit a wrestler in the ring. Because in this match, CM Punk wrestled nowhere near the way he wrestles in the WWE. He was going for a whole bunch of different moves. The Pepsi plunge is a move he goes for. It's like the pedigree, and he does it off the top rope. And yeah, cool ass move. Of course, over time his knees did start having problems from it. But yeah, Samoa Joe, CM Punk, I would love to see these guys wrestle again, on the simple fact that they wrestled really three of the greatest matches in Ring of Honor. Two of the matches they wrestled almost an hour, and it was like non-stop. I'm talking about hard hitting. When I mean hard hitting, I mean like this. The match that CM Punk recently had with John Cena at Money in the Bank has nothing on this match, on the matches that he had with Samoa Joe. After seeing the match he had with Samoa Joe, they literally tore the house down. Ring of Honor has the same appeal as the way ECW had, but the thing about Ring of Honor is they didn't always have to use a lot of hardcore or weapons and all that. They just really focused more on the wrestling aspect of it. And I know that Ring of Honor has a TV deal now, and I'm going to try to figure out whether or not I actually have that channel on my satellite provider, and I'm going to try to see if I can watch it on the days that it comes on. But yeah, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, awesome match. We also had another match. It was Homicide taking on Antonio Banks. If you don't know who Antonio Banks is, then where have you been, man? From the 305, MVP, big things popping, little things stopping. Well, anyway, yeah, Antonio Banks, before he was known as MVP in the WWE, he took on Homicide in Ring of Honor. And I'm going to say it like this once again. No! Drop a beer. Please. I don't like dropping beers because it doesn't taste right when it kind of gets shook up a little bit. But anyway, it lets you know once again how limited WWE does their wrestlers' movesets. MVP, or Antonio Banks as his real name, they wrestled a really good match. This was from, let me see, Elizabeth, New Jersey. It was February 19, 2005, and there was a back and forth match, and it was just a really great match that Homicide. And I'm gonna say this about Homicide. Homicide is a crazy motherfucker, and I'm gonna say this: the matches, because this is it's another match. It's two matches that he actually is. Another two matches on here that Homicide is wrestling in. Homicide is sick. I'm really kind of starting to get mad at why TNA let him go, because Homicide is a crazy motherfucker. Because this man, he's a great wrestler, but he has this just out there like crazy ass attitude when he's in a match. And I liked his match with MVP because his character was really shown in his match of a person that's a hothead that constantly gets mad all the time. And I just like that. The next match in here is Matt Hardy versus Homicide. Now, if you remember around the time Matt Hardy, it was the whole Lita Edge Matt Hardy thing going on, and that wasn't just in wrestling; that was outside of wrestling as well, where Edge and Lita were doing a thing behind Matt Hardy's back, and Matt Hardy was going with Lita at the time, and Matt Hardy went to Ring of Honor. And if you remember one episode of Raw where they had where Matt Hardy invaded the WWE, he's supposed to have been let go from the WWE, and he invaded the company. He came in and he was talking about ROH, and he ended up wrestling a couple of matches for ROH. And I don't really know too much about Jeff Hardy when he was in Ring of Honor, but I know that the matches I've seen with Matt Hardy, once again, just lets you know how good of a wrestler Matt Hardy can be when he wants to, because he took on, he had a match with Homicide, and once again, this was a crazy ass match. Really good match though. All the matches on this DVD are really good, and it was just a really good match. He also had another match on the DVD with Roderick Strong, the master of different movements of a backbreaker. Just a little Porky Pig in me, but yeah, just a really great match he had with Roderick Strong. Matt Hardy, like I say, underrated wrestler now because he's not the way he used to be as it relates to the way he performs, but that's because he suffered a whole bunch of injuries, multiple injuries. So you get the best at what you can get. The next match we had was Christopher Daniels versus Christian Cage, or Christian for short, if you guys know, in the WWE, and they had a match back in 06. This was around the time that Christian was leaving the WWE and going to TNA. So pretty much this was like a TNA style type of match. Still a great match all in all. I'm not gonna say all these matches were great. The one of the matches that truly stood out on this DVD was Samoa Joe teaming up with Jay Lethal, taking on the man they call Lil Key, but he was known as Caval for 5 minutes in WWE, and Homicide. Like I said, Homicide is all up in this DVD, but great match. These guys were wrestling a awesome tag team match, and it begs to let you know that how good of a tag team match can really be when you have really great wrestlers that work really good with each other, and this match just showed it. Also, I was like to just go back and backtracking a little bit to the CM Punk match when I was looking at some of the moves that CM Punk was going for on Samoa Joe. Just thinking about it, he went for like a type of knee drop off the top rope on the side of Samoa Joe's neck when both of them went straight through the ring. And also a thing I found out about these earlier, I don't know if they do it currently in Ring of Honor, but back in the day when Ring of Honor was mostly in like gyms and stuff like that, they didn't have any padding on the outside of the ring, period. If a wrestler fell through the ropes or fell outside the ring, they landed smack dab on some concrete or they landed smack dab on some parquet. So they really kind of remind me of the old ECW as it relates to just, not really giving a damn and just taking it to the next level. But back to this tag team match that had Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal, and Low Key and Homicide. That makes you beg to differ of why they don't have Homicide and Jay Lethal still in TNA, because they tore the fucking house down, and I mean that truthfully, because put it like this, the match ended in a disqualification after Homicide elbowed the referee, but that wasn't it. They kept on fighting through the crowd, doing all kinds of crazy shit. He wasn't known as Kenshi, Shinshi, but anyway, Low Key got on the top of the bleachers that they were in. Jay Lethal was on the ground. He leaped up with the move, the summer. But anyway, he leaped up with the high kick, stumped him right in the chest. The people went crazy. I'm talking about Samoa Joe started going crazy after it. Started throwing chairs everywhere. It was just, it's a fucking tag team match, and usually when you see tag team matches nowadays, they don't have that much excitement like this. I mean, just everything on this DVD just screamed excitement. The next match we had was James Gibson versus Roderick Strong. Now, I'm gonna say this about this, guys. James Gibson, you don't know him, but you know him as Jamie Noble back in the WWE. I really do feel that WWE never gave this guy true credit to the way he wrestled. The way he wrestled is just amazing. He was a very, very well put together wrestler. He could be high risk, and he can also be technical. He had all the skills as a wrestler can have, and in Ring of Honor, they let him actually truly. And that's the thing about I like about looking at this DVD, Ring of Honor DVD, is the fact that these wrestlers that you saw in the WWE or you saw in TNA, when they wrestled in Ring of Honor, the way they let them just truly wrestle and truly show off their skills is just amazing. Same thing with Bryan Danielson taking on Spanky. Now, Bryan Danielson, we all know, is Daniel Bryant in the WWE. Back in the day, this guy was just crazy. This man, first of all, the way he looked back then, if you look at Daniel Bryant and Bryan Danielson side by side, you wouldn't even think they were the same person. First of all, his hair was shaved bald. He had a big old beard. He was bigger also back then also, and the way he just wrestled in that match, and the way Spanky, and we all know Spanky, of course, Brian Kendrick, the way they wrestled in this match, and every match on this DVD is no quick, fast, short match like you see on wrestling nowadays, TNA or WWE. Each match told a story, and they really went the distance of just wrestling and putting on a great show. If you would actually go to an actual Ring of Honor event, you would actually probably get your bang for your buck, and you wouldn't just get a quick blah 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 bam match in 1 2 3 bam. That's it. These guys on this DVD wrestle. Every single match on this DVD is over 10 minutes long. There's no match on here that's under 10 minutes. Period. All these matches are great. The Samoa Joe CM Punk match lasts almost 30 minutes, and the matches they had before that lasted an hour. So, and that lets you know how good the matches on this DVD are. And like I say, it's a bunch of great matches on this DVD. The thing that disappointed me about the DVD was it didn't have a lot of extras, but it did have a couple of little things. And also, when I opened up the little DVD case right here, you have this right here, and this is Roderick Strong. Now, for Ring of Honor, for me, I've ordered their pay-per-views they used to have every now and then, but this is really cool. This is like a kind of like a collector's card, really big ass collector's card, and it has information about Mr. Roderick Strong here, and it's really cool there. I didn't understand why they had. I guess they were promoting the company that helped make the DVD or whatnot. So you got a whole bunch of Samoa Joe putting CM Punk in the sleeper. And I mean, like I said, this is a great DVD. If you guys see this DVD, or if you see any Ring of Honor DVD, whenever I go back to the mall, or because I got this one from the mall, but if I see another Ring of Honor DVD, I'm going to pick it up because I've seen this, I've seen a couple of their pay-per-views, and Ring of Honor is a really great wrestling promotion. But yeah, guys, this has been a review of Ring of Honor, Stars of Honor, and if you see it, pick it up. This is Jughead82, signing off.